Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone. My name is Hafzi Adra, and together with my teammate Aditya and Cahyo, and my supporting lecturer, Nugroho Adi Sasongko, ST, M.Sc, Ph.D, CIQnR, IPU. We are honored to present our topics, exploration decision and portfolio under uncertainty. In this presentation, we will explore how Indonesia can balance its declining oil production and growing energy demands by making smarter, data-driven exploration and investment decisions. Our discussion will examine both technical and financial perspectives, from geological risk assessment to portfolio optimization, to understand how uncertainty can be managed rather than feared. After all, every drop of oil discovered today carries not just value, but risk. In the unpredictable world of exploration, a single dry well can cost millions, yet one successful discovery can power a nation. Let us begin by understanding the broader context of Indonesia's energy landscape. Strategic exploration in Indonesia, valuing flexibility under uncertainty. Indonesia's oil and gas sector faced a pressing challenge. Over the past 2 decades, production has fallen sharply due to the depletion of mature fields, while energy demand continues to rise. According to SKK Media's 2023, exploration success rates are still below 15%, and developing deepwater fields can cost over $6 per barrel, far above regional average. In such a high-risk environment, traditional financial models like the discounted cash flow approach fall short because they assume fixed decision and ignore uncertainty. This study applies the real option analysis framework, according to Dixit and Pindick 1994, which values managerial flexibility, the ability to go, hold, or drop a project new information emerge. Our model for an offshore Java discovery shows an NPV of $425 million and IRR of 15.8% at $70 per barrel and 12% WACC, but profitability is highly sensitive to oil price and fiscal term. Thus, stable competitive fiscal policies such as tax incentive and enhanced cost recovery are essential to sustain exploration investment in Indonesia. Indonesia's energy balance shows a widening gap between production and consumption. In 2023, the country produced about 700,000 barrels per day, while demand exceeded 1.4 million barrels per day, according to World Bank 2023. This shortfall forced heavy reliance on imports, increasing fiscal pressure from fuel subsidies and trade deficits. Geologically, Indonesia consists of mature basins in Sumatra and Kalimantan, with low risk but declining reserve, and frontier basins in the east, high potential but costly and technically complex in East Natuna, Seram, Arafurusi. On the policy side, Indonesia's growth split PSC aims to simplify contract and boost autonomy. However, KPMG 2022 note the fiscal uncertainty and complex regulation still discourage investment. So, achieving national energy security requires not only new discoveries but also a predictable and investor-friendly regulatory framework. To quantify uncertainty in exploration, this analysis integrates three approaches: real optimization analysis, expected monetary value, and discounted cash flow. The ROA method models its project stage, exploration, appraisal, development as a financial option that can be exercised when conditions are favorable, according Dixit and Pindick, 1994. This reflects real-world flexibility in decision-making. The EMV formula combines risk and reward. As we can see, the formula, this framework helps identify how variation in price or fiscal policy can shift a project from feasible to unviable. Exploration is a stepwise process aimed at minimizing uncertainty before capital commitment. It begins with geological and geophysical (G&G) studies, seismic interpretation, and play fairway analysis to map viable hydrocarbon system, according Allen and Allen 2023. When a potential structure or lead is found, it matures into a prospect through advanced seismic technique like AVO and direct hydrocarbon indicator. We, de- we then qualify, we then quantify geological success probability. As we can see, the result is 0.3. So only about 3 in 10 wells yield discoveries. If a well costs $150 million and potential NPV is $500 million, the EMV is plus $45 million, making drilling justified despite high risk. This highlights the balance between geological uncertainty and economic opportunity. Okay, thank you. Maybe this presentation will continue by my friend Cahyo. Mr. Cahyo, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hafzi. Good evening, I'm Cahyo. I will explain next step following the appraisal stage to FID. The appraisal next FID sequence is stage gate paths that prove commerciality, measure the design and cost, and then commit capital after FID. The project is built and started. Appraisal. Reduce subsurface uncertainty with seismic appraisal wells, DST core, and modeling. Defense heads are quality, estimate recoverable volume, update cost and economic, manage ESG or technical risks, and issue a declaration of commerciality. P.O.D. is prepare and submit development plans on wells, facilities, and schedule economic for approval to CAPEX or ESDM in Indonesia. FED is produce detailing design for platform processing, pipelines, control risks, and schedule, targeting more than 10 until 50% cost accuracy and tender readiness. FID is board's approval funding based on mature design, confirm cost or schedule, refreshed economic and comprehensive risk assessment. Success story and threshold. Success ratio is key perform metrics in the oil and gas industry that measure the effectiveness of exploration drilling campaign. It is calculated as percentage of exploration wells that successfully discover hydrocarbon out of the total number of wells drilled in specific area and period. Factor affecting success ratio is one is geological factor, two technological operator, three economic and commercial factor, four human and organizational factor. In summary, high success ratio is not just about finding oil, it's but a successful integration of geological understanding, advanced technology, operational excellence, favorable economic and skilled human capital. As you can see about historical perform Indonesia at the table. Next is Economic Value Index or EVI. EFI quantities just economic value per unit of capital, letting team compare exploration and development option on a like-for-like basis and prioritize those that create the most value for each dollar invested. The UN Economic and Environmental Vulnerability Index or AVI that is 5 steps as you can see at the slide. One selection to data collection, normalization, aggregation, application, and then hypothetical project level AVI. The states to credit would be define objective, select KPI, assign weight, normalize and calculate, rank and decide. In a sense, UNEVI is standardized macroeconomic tool, while a corporate AVI is a flexible internal decision-making aid. Geotechnical risk. Geotechnical risk is upstream oil, gas, and ground and seabed-related hazard, and you can damage well, foundation, and pipelines. Managing them early cuts rises cost and safety incident. A simple approach is get it right data analysis, rank its risk, put practical control and trigger in place. Helpful tool for diffusion links, models, schedules, and live monitor to detect hazard early. Take conflict sequences, test what ifs, and trigger alerts. Outcome: fewer surprises, safer execution, better sequencing, and targeted mitigation. Applying the go and hold and drop framework to frontier exploration is perfect use case for real option because frontier projects are defined by extreme uncertainty and massive irreversible costs. Here's simple breakdown on how applies specifically frontier drilling. A simple yes or no decision is raised. This is where go and hold drop proof is crucial flexibility. We make decision. Go. This is usually happen when geological confidence is high. Market condition is excellent strategic pressure. Hold taken during hold is reduce geological risk, reduce cost risk, waiting better price or negotiate better term, drop or leave. This happen when new data is negative, economy is permanently bad, and competitor is failure. In essence, for frontier project, real optional things transform the decision from a one-time gamble into strategic, multi-stake process and managing uncertainty. Alright, for next material, it will be presented by my colleague, Mr. Aditya.
Hello everyone, my name is Aditya and I will continue the presentation from Mr. Hafzi and Mr. Cahyo on exploration, decision, and portfolio under uncertainty. This slide explains how Indonesia blends its exploration portfolio between frontier and brownfield blocks. Frontier areas such as Masela, Natuna, and Andaman carry higher risk and higher potential return, while Rokan and Mahakam represent mature brownfield assets with lower risk and faster payback. Typically, only one or two, two wells out of 10 in frontier area are successful, and costs can reach 20 to 40 USD per barrel, about 3 to 4 times higher than in the Middle East. In contrast, brownfield projects are more predictable and cost efficient, around 10 to 15 USD per barrel. In conclusion, maintaining a balanced portfolio helps Indonesia secure long-term growth from frontier area while sustaining cash flow and fiscal stability from brownfield development. Next, we jump to the slide highlight about the cost competitiveness gap between Indonesia and the other major oil producing region. The table compared CAPEX and OPEX and the total cost of ownership in the Middle East. Onshore projects are highly efficient, with total cost average 8 to $10 per barrel, supported by simple geology and large reservoir size. In contrast, Indonesia onshore projects such as Java and Sumatra range from 18 to $22 per barrel. Offshore and deep water area, including Makassar, Strait, and Marcella, can reach 35 to $55 per barrel, making Indonesia cost roughly 3 to 4 times higher than in the Middle East. Then we jump to the capital expenditure trend among major oil companies such as Shell, Chevron, Total, BP, and ExxonMobil. It's allocated around 40 to 50% of spending to exploration and appraisal, underscoring how vital cost efficiency is sustained competitiveness. Therefore, Indonesia upstream success depends heavily on fiscal efficiency, logistic integration, and cost-sharing mechanism to stay attractive in high-cost environment. Next, we will discuss about the base assumed while CAPEX of $1.8 billion, OPEX of $12 per barrel, and oil price of $70 per barrel with a fiscal take of 45%. The project produced for 40,000 barrels per day for 8 years and followed by a 10% decline each year. And this input give a NPV about $4.3 million and ERR 12% and payback period of 3 years after production. This exceed the company hurdle rate of 10.46%, showing that project is economically viable. But a result is highly sensitive. A 20% drop in oil price cut NPV sharply and bring ERR down to 10%, while a higher VACC or of a 12% can reduce NPV by a roughly 20%. In short, the project is feasible, yet success depends on risk mitigation, production planning, and financial flexibility to stay profitable and under uncertainty. And then we jump into a two main scenario. First of all, in the business as usual case, with no carbon price, no fiscal incentive, just the standard Ph.D. trade. And the second scenario is the pro-investment case. It adds it adds a $25 carbon price, 5-year tech holiday, and 15% cost recovery uplift. And then in the first scenario, with oil at a $65 per barrel, the project earned NPV for 100 billion and ERR 12%. Under the pro-investment case, this number increased to NPV 950 million and ERR 18%, almost double the value. When oil price rise to $95, the ER can reach 25%. And but if the VICC goes up to 12%, profit will fall quickly, showing how sensitive the project to financing costs. Overall, the analyzing confirmed that Indonesia exploration success depends not only on geology but on policy certainty and fiscal flexibility to attract long-term investment. Next, we jump to strategic business model canvas for Indonesia with exploration portfolio with key partnership and activity. The model highlight collaboration between SKK Migas, investor, and EPC partner and technology provider. Core activities include geological and seismic surveys, exploration and appraisal, drilling, CAPEX optimization, and carbon management. And the cost structure. Each $1 billion invest in exploration and can generate 25,000 jobs and over twice for GDP multiplier. But without new discovery, Indonesia could become a net energy importer by 20 and 2035. This emphasizes the urgency for efficient fiscal design and strong how human capital. And we turn to the value proposition, a customer segment. The framework delivers value not only the government through a fiscal revenue, but also the investor, communities, and the environment, integrating in ESG principle with a low carbon innovation. Ultimately, the goal is to achieve sustainable hydrocarbon growth through a balanced exploration portfolio, where a frontier innovation meets brownfield optimization ensure Indonesia energy resilience for the future. And we jump in the last line. Exploration is not a just technical venture, it is a national strategy to secure sovereignty, resilience, and sustainability. Indonesia exploration feature depend on flexibility in policy, in partnership, and in technology to unlock its full potential. The balancing frontier innovation with brownfield efficiency and combining fiscal agility with environmental responsibility, we can transfer in exploration into a strong engine for national growth and long-term energy security. Because in the end, exploration is not only about finding a new reserve, it's about shaping Indonesia future. Thank you for your attention. I'm Aditya together with my teammates, Mr. Hafzi and Mr. Cahyo. We truly appreciate your time and see you in the next discussion. Thank you.